Welcome to the 128th commencement of the University of Idaho. Now entering are the faculty of the university. A long tradition at the university is for the faculty to form two columns through which the graduation candidates will pass. College of Graduate Studies. Formalized in 1925, the College of Graduate Studies leads the university's graduate-level research and creative activities and oversees all graduate programs for the university. Stephen Mark Krejci from Mountain Home is the featured graduate student from the College of Graduate Studies. He is earning his PhD in physics and earned a 4.0 GPA in his graduate coursework. Following his dissertation defense, Stephen began a new job as an astrodynamics analyst for aerospace company. The College of Engineering. Founded in 1889, the College of Engineering offers 37 degrees in 13 different engineering fields. Hayden Wakanen from Coeur d'Alene is the featured graduate from the College of Engineering. He earned a 3.97 GPA while earning his bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and completed a co-op with Alcyon Therapeutics in Moscow. He plans to work with the aerospace for automotive industry after graduation. The College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. Founded in 1901, the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences offers 27 majors and 20 minors to undergraduates and 18 graduate programs across 7 academic departments. Whether it's in the classroom at one of the 9 research and extension centers or through the interaction of local University of Idaho extension offices, the college makes a difference in the lives of Idahoans and the world beyond. Dr. Michael Perella is the Dean of the College of Ag and Life Sciences, which includes more than 200 faculty members throughout the state. Carl Hart from Moses Lake, Washington, is the featured graduate from the College of Ag and Life Sciences. He's earning his bachelor's degree in agricultural economics and will be working as a field representative for Crite Seed in Quincy, Washington. The College of Business and Economics. Established in 1925, the College of Business and Economics offers 7 undergraduate majors, a PGA golf management option, and Master of Accountancy graduate programs. The college believes students best learn business by doing business. Students gain real-world experience beyond the classroom. They join real ventures and solve challenges for businesses and communities. Haley Peterson from Nampa is the featured graduate from the College of Business and Economics. She was on the Dean's List every semester at the University of Idaho, was a trading sector analyst in the Barker Capital Management Program, and earned numerous scholarships and awards in her academic career. Haley worked for Title I, U of I Athletics, and as a U of I telecounselor, helping with recruitment activities for the college. Haley will begin in the Master of Accountancy program next month and has already secured full-time employment with RSM accounting firm in Boston. The College of Natural Resources. Established in 1917, the College of Natural Resources offers 9 undergraduate programs, 5 graduate programs, and 4 certification programs. The College of Natural Resources is ranked amongst the best natural resource programs in the country and is number 1 for value. Students learn in some of the most spectacular outdoor classrooms in the world, the forests, rivers, range, and wilderness of Idaho. Dr. Dennis Becker is the Dean of the College of Natural Resources, which includes 56 faculty members. Phoenix Aguilar McFarland from Idaho City is the College of Natural Resources featured graduating student. She's earning her bachelor's degree in environmental science and graduating with honors. Phoenix earned the ASUI Leadership Award, and she was also a Doris Duke Scholar, a college ambassador, and a student employee. Phoenix plans to dedicate her career to standing with underrepresented populations within natural resource sciences. The College of Sciences. Established in 2002, the College of Sciences offers 12 undergrad degrees, 12 master's degrees, and 9 doctoral degrees. The College of Science supports a wide range of research programs including evolution, reproductive biology, ecology, synthetic and organic chemistry, neuroscience, geographic information systems, global climate change, nanoscience, planetary geology, and bioinformatics. Dr. Ginger Carney is the Dean of the College of Sciences, which includes 91 faculty. Anna Finley from Salt Lake City is a featured graduate from the College of Sciences. She is earning her bachelor's degree in microbiology with a GPA over 3.8. Anna served as a student ambassador for the college for 3 years and was an excellent researcher in neuroscience, working in the lab of Professor Diana Mitchell. Anna plans to attend dental school next year.
I can conceive of a national destiny which meets the responsibilities of today and measures up to the possibilities of tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the platform party. Members of our platform party include Ginger Carney, Carol Woolley, Matthew Domet, Dennis Becker, Brooke Blevins, Blaine Eccles, Tanner McLean, Lindsey Brown, Dean Kaler, Diane Kelly Riley, Sean Keogh, Thomas Warren, Heidi Gardner, Ben Hunter, Tori Lawrence, Aaron Chapman, and C. Scott Green, the 19th President of the University of Idaho. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Army ROTC Color Guard, followed by the performance of our national anthem by Catelyn Atchison.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please welcome the Chair of the University of Idaho Faculty Senate, Aaron Chapman.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. It is my honor to welcome you to the University of Idaho's 2022 Winter Commencement. This is a special time when our university gathers to honor our students as they complete their course of study and begin a new chapter in their lives. Please join me in welcoming the 19th President of the University of Idaho, C. Scott Green.
Thank you, Dr. Chapman, for opening our commencement ceremony and for your service to Faculty Senate. Students, parents, families, deans, faculty, and honored guests, welcome to the University of Idaho, our state's flagship land-grant institution. Our history is important, and I want to begin by acknowledging that our U of I Moscow campus is located on the homelands of the Nimiipuu, Palouse, and Sitsa-Umsh tribes. We extend gratitude to the indigenous people that call these places home since time immemorial. The university recognizes that it is our academic responsibility to build relationships with the indigenous people to ensure the integrity of tribal voices. It's been a tough few weeks for our campus, and before we proceed, I'd like to acknowledge an enormous loss in our Vandal family. Ethan Chapin, Xana Carnodal, Maddie Mogan, and Kaylee Gonsalves were taken from us far too soon by a senseless act of violence. They were bright lights on our campus and cherished members of our community. Let's honor their memory with a moment of silence right now, followed by a song from the Vandaliers that honors the students we lost as well as those students graduating today.
Of your
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Thank you to you all. Appreciate that. Seated directly behind me and on the floor are representative members of the University of Idaho's leadership. Will the platform party and other members of the university leadership team joining from the audience please rise? Our leadership team has demonstrated its commitment and dedication to the students of this great institution. Commencement is one of our favorite days of the year, and on behalf of the university's leadership team, we are excited to celebrate this accomplishment with you today. Please be seated. This is the 128th commencement year for the University of Idaho. More than 125,000 students have earned more than 134,000 degrees since the first graduates walked across our stage in 1896. That tradition continues today. 565 graduates are joining the ranks of Vandal alumni this year. We take great pride in our academics, which incorporate learning by doing across disciplines from cutting-edge research to internships. Our faculty work closely with our students and connect with them on a personal level. A Vandal education combines rigorous academics with invaluable experiences outside the classroom, at our experimental forest, and internships with local businesses or at the U of I Sheep Center here in Moscow, among many, many others. The result is graduates who are sought after by industry and command the highest starting salaries of any public university in Idaho. U of I alums work hard and know how to contribute from day one. They add value to their companies and their communities. A great example is Hayden Wakukin, who is graduating today, and I'm sorry about that, from the College of Engineering. As an undergraduate, he was a lead engineer on a patent application to improve therapies and to treat neurological disorders. Hayden spent a summer at the U of I's cooperative education program working for Alcyone Therapeutics here in Moscow. A graduate of Bonners Ferry High School, Hayden is an Air Force veteran, and after graduation, he plans to work in the aerospace or automotive industry. Another example is Haley Peterson from Nampa. In addition to making the Dean's List every semester at the U of I, she participated in the Barker Capital Management Program and was a trading sector analyst. Haley worked at Title I Title in escrow company and worked events for Vandal Athletics and served as telecounselor, helping to recruit students. And last summer, she was an audit intern for Eide Bailey and volunteered at the Boise Rescue Mission and the Idaho Food Bank. Haley will begin pursuing her Master's of Accountancy next semester at the University of Idaho, and she already has landed a full-time job with RSM accounting firm in Boston. I know there are hundreds of terrific examples here today of Vandals who not only gained a great education, but also made their mark by investing in their community and lifting up those around them. There's no better demonstration of this than our first-generation students. If you are the first in your family to earn a college degree, please stand. Sorry, Haley. The path to graduation is always challenging, but it's even more so as a first-generation student. You are great examples and guiding lights for your communities. Congratulations to you and your families. As graduates, I encourage you to continue to be curious, continue learning, continue investing in the people around you. This is an exciting time of your life. It's a time to take some risks, to work hard, to make a difference. This particular class of Vandals has endured unprecedented pandemic. You adapted and learned new skills on the fly. Embrace all you've gained. Your education was like any in history, and I believe you're stronger and more prepared for your careers than those that came before you. Vandals are running boardrooms across the country, seeking justice in our courtrooms, and serving in our classrooms across Idaho and the West. They're healing our family members in Idaho hospitals and working in the corridors of power in both Boise and Washington, D.C. They're even playing in the NFL. You are joining the ranks of these leaders. Set your sights on something great. Always be prepared to operate a little bit out of your comfort zone. And you're going to hear a little bit about that later from our speaker. It'll be hard work. There will be setbacks, but your Vandal family will be here to provide support to you along the way. You'll always have the Vandal Network to help you chart your path. You are now ambassadors for our Vandal family. Keep telling your Vandal story. We'll be right here cheering you on. Congratulations, and go Vandals! As I look out over these graduates, I know that none of you got here alone. You are supported by friends and family. These are people who care about you and who you care about. Let's take a minute to thank them. Graduates, please stand and wave to your friends and family who've supported you along this journey. That's awesome. It's one of my favorite things. It is a privilege to have one of our University of Idaho Regents here today to help us congratulate our graduates. Sean Keogh is a member of the State Board of Education and a University of Idaho Regent. A Sandpoint resident, she served in the Idaho Senate for 22 years. Regent Keogh, will you please bring greetings to our graduates?
Thank you, President Green. As you know, the State Board of Education is the governing body for all education in the state of Idaho, including kindergarten through 12th grade and all higher ed institutions. On behalf of the Regents of the University of Idaho and the Idaho State Board of Education, I bring greetings to our graduates and their families. On behalf of my fellow Regents, I also want to express our profound empathy for our Vandal family's loss. We are all Vandals. Today, we celebrate you. We are proud of your achievements. You have worked hard, and today you will graduate from Idaho's land-grant institution. We wish you the very best for your future. Congratulations, and go Vandals.
Thank you, Regent Keogh, for being with us today and for your service to this university and the state of Idaho. In our morning ceremony today, we honored Idaho State University President Kevin Satterley for his collaborative leadership on behalf of higher education in Idaho. Our theme of collaboration continues with our commencement speaker, Dr. Heidi Gardner. She's a distinguished fellow at Harvard Law School and the faculty chair and instructor in multiple executive education programs at the Harvard Business School. Dr. Gardner is also the author of the best-selling book, Smart Collaboration, and the newly released Smarter Collaboration, a new approach to breaking down barriers and transforming work. She's been a Fulbright Fellow and worked with a wide variety of companies around the world as an advisor and facilitator, boosting performance by embedding the principles and practices of smarter, agile, cross-silo collaboration. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our 2022 winter commencement speaker and my good friend, Heidi Gardner.
Thank you, President Green, and the whole community here at the University of Idaho. I am absolutely delighted to be here with you today. You've been in my thoughts a lot over these last few weeks, and I extend to all of you heartfelt wishes to continue healing, and I hope that peace comes soon to all of you. But I'm also grateful for the opportunity to be here and celebrate you, the graduates, today. I'll be sharing a few morsels of wisdom and guidance as you move forward in your life journey. You've worked incredibly hard to get to this point. I don't need to tell you that. And by the end of our short time together, and I do mean short, I promise you, I'll keep it short. That's what you really want. But I do hope that in that short time together, you'll pick up at least one practical action that can take all your hard work and multiply it so that you can go further than even you imagine at this point. But let's be honest. Are you sitting there wondering what I could possibly say that would be relatable and helpful for you? Well, here's the truth. We share a lot more than you might realize, having listened to that introduction. For example, some of you almost certainly grew up in a rural area. Well, I was born and raised in Amish country, Pennsylvania. That means we probably share a similar work ethic and a really pragmatic outlook on life. Also, like some of you that we saw earlier, and those of you who stood up, I remember looking into your eyes, and guess what? I'm the same as you because I'm also a first-gen college student. I'm only here because my parents dreamed of having their kids with more opportunities and a better education than they ever did. And they sacrificed to make that happen. I didn't take that lightly. I've always worked incredibly hard, and I had some amazing experiences, from working in the former East German educational system as a Fulbright Fellow to helping companies succeed in South Africa. I'm incredibly grateful for my mentors along the way, and now my husband and 2 daughters who support my crazy travel schedule and long hours. And just a few moments ago, you thanked your loved ones here who supported you over the years and played a role in your success at the University of Idaho. So, congratulations, you've actually just taken that first step in practicing something that will supercharge your life journey. The simple act of saying a heartfelt thank you helps to improve your own physical and mental health. Did you know that? And it inspires other people to be more generous and pro-social, and it strengthens relationships, which kickstarts a virtuous cycle. So practice gratitude every single day. And if this sounds fluffy to you, and I can tell that it does because a few of you are looking at me like, seriously, really? Okay, if you feel like that, go read the research. It's backed up by hardcore neuroscience. And by the way, it's been used to great effect in places like helping our country's soldiers who are suffering from but fighting back against PTSD. And don't tell those brave women and men that expressing gratitude and benefiting from it is soft. Okay, so practicing gratitude is the first thing. Let's get on to the second. One thing that you didn't hear in my bio is that I speak Japanese, which is a little weird for a girl from Amish country, right? Well, I started studying it when I was 16 years old. I'd won a place to study for a month or so at a state-sponsored summer school. And I fell in love with the language because it was so foreign. And being from Amish country, anything foreign is a small act of rebellion, and I really embraced that. Nihongo dekimasu. ICU to kansai gairi ni benkyou shite imashita. And I wasn't perfectly fluent, but I could converse reasonably easily, and I could even read a newspaper. These days, though, I can barely order sushi without making a grammatical error. So people ask me, aren't you really frustrated that you spent so much time learning Japanese and you don't use it regularly? No way. It allowed me to live with a Japanese host family, participate in the culture, and make friends in ways I could have never done without investing in learning the language. And to this day, those experiences help me empathize with people across very different cultures because I know what it's like to be an outsider. It also gives me courage to try really difficult things and not to worry about making mistakes. So what does this have to do with you? Well, here's my point. If you're curious or passionate about a topic or idea, jump on it. You never know where it will lead. And learning is a lifelong adventure. No matter what you studied, I bet you're going to find somewhere down the line that it's not the content necessarily, but the way you learned to learn that makes a difference. So I ask you, think back to when you were 16 or maybe even younger. Were you super interested in some area, but then abandoned it to do something more realistic? Well, let me tell you a quick story about this awesome person I recently encountered in my research. She's a lawyer who told me, "I've always been a gearhead. I went to law school," she said, "so that I could buy better cars." Well, now she leads her firm's global autonomous vehicles practice. And I think it's a brilliant example of how somebody took their quote-unquote grown-up profession and crafted it so that she could deploy her passion. And she's great at it because she's authentic and she really, really cares. So have you reflected on what makes you great? Passion is part of it. Hard work is part of it. And you also have some incredible strengths built of your unique life experiences and talents you've cultivated along the way. Keep reflecting and honing. The more you recognize your strengths and practice them, the more pronounced they will become. Find out where you shine, and then run full blast with these superpowers. That's my second piece of advice after practicing gratitude. Use your passion and your strengths to your advantage. But today's problems are incredibly complex. If you try to tackle them on your own, you're certainly going to miss something important. No matter how smart or hardworking you are, you're never going to be great at everything. And the liberating point is, you don't have to be. To do really important work, you need to team up with people who are really different from you. So let's think for a minute about innovation. A lot of people get confused. They think innovation is the same thing as creativity. But creativity is about novel ideas, blue sky thinking. And if all you have is a bunch of big, crazy ideas, well, you've just got some big, crazy ideas. Innovation requires application. To innovate, you need to take those new ideas and turn them into something practical, something useful. And the reality is, most of us are only good at one of those things, either the big blue sky thinking or the practical side. Let's do a thought experiment. Which one sounds more like you? Are you that big picture thinker who loves abstraction and complex ideas? Do you see connections between things that nobody else sees? Or are you the one who asks, so what? How does this work? How do we get down to it? Who's going to do what? Do you grab onto those crazy ideas and make them super concrete and usable? Both kinds of thinkers are essential for true innovation. But the problem is, those two types rarely work well together. In fact, they often get on each other's nerves. You have those blue sky thinkers who say, "Oh, I'm so superior, I only think big thoughts." And the other one says, "Come on, dude, let's get on with it. Let's make something happen." And this is just one of a zillion different kinds of differences amongst humanity. Diversity comes in a vast array of flavors: knowledge, interest, work experience, cultural background, wealth, and so on. And human nature is such that we tend to gravitate towards people who are like us. If you want to really succeed, though, and by that I mean tackling tough problems and creating breakthrough solutions, you need to get out of your comfort zone. This seems to be a theme this morning or this afternoon. Comfort zone. You have to get out of it. You have to find people who are genuinely different from you, and learn how to use healthy conflict to leverage those differences. For our new book, Smarter Collaboration, we collected millions of data records from companies around the world, and when we analyzed them, we demonstrate that people who operate like this, people who seek differences and learn to not just tolerate those differences, but lean into them, they end up far, far more successful than people who stick to their silos. But just surrounding yourself with people who think differently isn't enough. You need to learn how to stimulate and use task conflict for constructive, creative outcomes. That is, if you're in a group, find ways to challenge each other, debate ideas, bring your unique points of view to bear. So have you ever been in that situation where you've been trying to solve a problem together and you've really, had a big argument, you've pushed each other really hard, and then you walked out and said to the person, hey, that was cool, let's go grab a coffee. Well, too often that doesn't happen. Too often when we disagree, it turns personal. The crucial ingredients to keep that task conflict from bleeding over into interpersonal conflict, you need trust and curiosity. When you start to disagree, make sure you're doing it with the right intentions. Try to pressure test ideas and concepts so that you can come up with a better solution. And make sure you tell the person you're arguing with why you're being so tough on their ideas. It's not to make them look stupid, it's to come up with something better together, and gaining their trust is essential. The other angle is curiosity. When you have an allergic reaction to something that somebody says, rather than reject them or mock their ideas, use it to spark curiosity. Why did they see the world so differently? What if you were to put those two really different sets of ideas together? How powerful would that be? So that's absolutely what we mean by the term smarter collaboration. It's knowing your strengths, having the courage to admit when you're not brilliant, finding people who complement you, and then embracing them because they're different from you. All right, so let's wrap up. Do a quick recap. You need to pick one of the following 4 ideas. You're not going to remember a lot from this afternoon except how happy you were to walk across this stage, but try to pick one of these things. Number 1, remember to practice gratitude. It helps you build the kind of supportive network you need throughout life. Number 2, identify and use your passion and strengths. That's how you stay energized and make the biggest difference in the world. Number 3, team up with people who are different than you. That's when your strengths really stand out and shine and become powerful. And last, harness differences by building trust and fostering curiosity. So let me wrap up with a piece of advice we use in the opening of our book. And so I have to let you in on something. It's a story for a different day, but my co-author is actually my husband. All right, so we dedicated this book to our daughters, Zoe and Anya, and their whole generation of upcoming smarter collaborators. That's all of you. So here was the advice. If you want to go fast, go alone. And if you want to go far, go together. You've already begun this journey with your fellow Vandals, and I have faith you'll do it wherever life takes you, reaching unimaginable heights. Godspeed, thank you, and go Vandals!
Thank you, Heidi. As I mentioned earlier, Heidi's really helped our management team. We're all works in progress, and I really appreciate her sharing her story and her wisdom with us today. It's a privilege and a joy to work with all of our talented and committed student leaders. From the Student Bar Association to the Graduate and Professional Student Association to all of our many clubs and organizations, we have great students who care about our community and give back. I'd like to take some time here to invite Tanner McLean, President of the Associated Students of the University of Idaho, to come forward to say a few words. Tanner?
Last year, on the night before commencement, I joined a group of seniors who met up all night swapping stories around a roaring fire along Old Greek Row. I could see the excitement of graduation in their eyes. For so long, they had spent waiting for tomorrow, a day in which a new chapter would begin. However, a new chapter could not begin without the closing of the past. These graduating seniors spent their last night of college reminiscing upon nostalgic memories that once were, but could never be relived again. So naturally, they spent this time together to create one last college memory. Every one of you before me today has dedicated a part of your life to attend the University of Idaho. Now, I ask each of you to take a moment to reflect on this part of your life. Remember, back to moving on to campus, the late nights spent anxiously cramming at the library, walking to class along Hello Walk while bravely facing the bitter cold Moscow winters. Remember all the dumb mistakes you and your friends now laugh about when looking back. the time you found your community here in Moscow, the friends who made your college experience a joyous one. Returning to these memories will elicit a sentimental yearning for the happiness of a former time. I know much of this is corny, perhaps generic for a commencement speech. Nevertheless, I want you to reflect on your college days and remember this moment here and now as the day you begin your next chapter. I'm not asking you to look into your past out of the sadness of leaving behind the good old college days. I'm asking you to look into the past to celebrate the tremendous accomplishment you have all just now achieved. You have all dedicated years toward receiving the diploma that will be in your hands very shortly, and that is worth celebrating. In the days to come, you may leave Moscow behind. During this moment, reflect upon the memories that will forever be deeply ingrained in this town you once called home. As you're driving out of Moscow, remember back to the good old college days as the rolling hills of the snow-covered Palouse shrink further away in the distance. I am not graduating alongside you today, but I am awestruck at how fast each year has passed as I near graduation. The time I have spent here has dramatically changed me, but I struggle to grasp the speed at which I have changed. C.S. Lewis once wrote, "Isn't it funny how day by day nothing changes, but when you look back, everything is different." When first coming to university, I was anxious about the change that came with the start of this chapter. Yet, if I had not embraced this change, I wouldn't be standing in front of you today. The change resulted from seizing the opportunities that were placed before me. Some of you may fear change and may be nervous about beginning a new chapter in your life. You have reached the pinnacle of your college career, but with this, you will start as a beginner wherever you end up. In your life, you are given minimal opportunities to start a new chapter entirely. If you fear that the good old days are behind you, you'll be unable to embrace the good times to come in your future. Pursue your happiness and aim at the life you want to live. Now, I ask all of you to look into the future, to imagine your life as you embark upon a new adventure. Imagine your future career and the foreseeable opportunities that come with it. Imagine traveling to new places and experiencing life to the fullest. Imagine a house that you will call home. Imagine attending the graduation of your children, who you will be proud of just as your parents and families are proud of you today. Imagine growing old and being surrounded by those who love you. Now, imagine a not-so-distant future, walking across this stage to receive your diploma, thereby concluding this chapter of your life. Celebrating the past while embracing the future is the message I want to leave with you today. I also want to thank those I know here today for being a part of my college experience. I can see the excitement of graduation in each of you. For so long you have waited for today, a day when a new chapter begins. Congratulations, and go Vandals!
Thank you, Tanner, and thank you for taking us down memory lane. I'd now like to welcome Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Warren, Professor of Military Science, who will recognize our graduates who've been commissioned in the United States Armed Forces.
The University of Idaho has a long history of developing the future officer leadership of the United States Armed Forces, the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, and Space Force. This graduating class is no exception. I am Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Warren, and I am honored to speak with you today. Please direct your attention to the uniformed graduate positioned at the base of the stage. Later in today's ceremony, he will walk with his respective college to receive his diploma. However, prior to that, we would like to recognize him for having completed a rigorous leadership development program in conjunction with his pursuit of a degree. He was commissioned yesterday as an officer and swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, to bear true faith and allegiance to the same, took this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and he will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which he entered. So help him God. ROTC graduates, please stand. Audience, join me in recognizing this great American for their achievement and their sworn commitment to lead and serve our soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, and guardians.
Thank you for your service. We're grateful for our ROTC and the amazing work of our students in those programs. Provost and Executive Vice President Lawrence will now recognize our graduates who have earned honors cords.
Good afternoon. The University of Idaho is committed to the pursuit of excellence. Today we recognize the students who are graduating with special honors. Will the students please stand as I call your honor designation and remain standing? Audience, please hold your applause until all honorees are standing. Cum laude, with distinction, signified by a bronze honor cord, these students are the top 10% of their college class. Please stand. Magna cum laude, with great distinction, signified by a silver honor cord, these students are the top 6% of their college class. Would you please stand? And summa cum laude, with highest distinction. They wear a gold honor cord, and they are the top 3% of their college class. Would you please stand? Next, we invite the members and graduates of our honors program to stand and be recognized. And finally, we ask members of other honor societies of our officer education program, veterans, and all other honor cords, will you please stand? All of you have brought distinction to yourselves and to our university through your high achievements as students and scholars. Today, we honor your hard work and commitment to learning. We look to you for leadership and holding high standards for yourselves and your peers. Congratulations. Please be seated. And now the moment that has brought us all together today, we will begin the granting of degrees to all candidates who have met requirements for the baccalaureate, master's, specialist, and doctoral degrees. The requirements were set forth by the faculty at the University of Idaho and have been completed through formal study. Degrees will be conferred on all candidates present today, as well as upon those who have been duly excused. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please stand? Also known as bachelor's degrees. Good job. We're always learning here at the University of Idaho. President Green, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to be awarded the baccalaureate degree.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree earned with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. In testimony whereof, you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You may be seated. Will the candidates for master's and specialist degrees please stand? Each of you has completed rigorous advanced studies in academic disciplines. President Green, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to receive master's or specialist degrees so earned.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the specialist degree or master's degree earned with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. In testimony whereof, you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You may be seated. And finally, will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree please stand? Each of you has completed rigorous advanced studies in an academic discipline. President Green, these candidates are recommended by their respective faculty to receive a doctorate so earned.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Idaho, I hereby confer upon each of you the doctoral degree earned with all its rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities, in testimony whereof you will receive the diploma of the University of Idaho. Congratulations.
Will the floor marshals please escort the candidates for the degree, the Doctor of Philosophy degree, to the stage to receive their degrees. Students receiving the doctorate are given a doctoral hood. It is our tradition here at the University of Idaho for doctoral candidates to be hooded by his or her major professor. These will be followed by the master's, specialist, and baccalaureate degree recipients. After receiving your diploma, we ask that you all stay for the rest of the ceremony out of respect for the other graduates and their families. Marshals, please escort all degree candidates to the stage.
Students graduating with a doctoral degree will be greeted by Dean Jerry McMurtry. Stephen Mark Krejci, PhD in physics, is being hooded by Major Professor Jason Barnes. The dissertation title, Planetary Obliquity Evolution, Excited Retrograde Rotators and Tidal Resonant Encounters. Mahmoud Mohammed Badra Eldin, PhD in electrical engineering, is being hooded by Major Professor Brian Johnson. Dissertation title, Modern Control of Smart Power Grids. John Wee Hong, PhD in natural resources, is being hooded by Major Professor Brian Small. The dissertation title, Dietary Manipulation of Fatty Acid Biosynthesis and Metabolism to Improve Fish Performance and Fillet Content, with an emphasis on omega-3 L-C-PUFA and arachidonic acid when feeding high plant oil feeds. Shunji Lee, PhD in microbiology, molecular biology, and biochemistry, is being hooded by Major Professor Paul Rowley. The dissertation title, The Discovery and Characterization of Phenylalanine Glycine Motifs in Nucleoporin 153 that interact with the HIV-1 capsid. Students graduating with a master's degree will be greeted by Dean Jerry McMurtry. Kiran Adhikari, Civil Engineering. Rahul Bardwaj, Electrical Engineering. Catherine Eileen Brings, Geography. Audrey Anna Cooper, Natural Resources. Joseph Sebastian DeCold, Mechanical Engineering. Anthony Edmund DeSantis, Mechanical Engineering. Megan Eileen Ellis, Groundwater Hydrology. Lauren Claire Florence, Natural Resources. Jacob Samuel Friedberg, Computer Science. Michaela Lynn Heimbuck, Animal Science. Michael Hessler, Physics. Anna Christine Hilbert, Accountancy. Lily Frances Hodgson, Natural Resources. Sierra Marie Jepson, Animal Science. Mackenzie Ann Lawrence, Natural Resources. Jessica Alicia Mackinnon, Accountancy. Shaylee Renee Martling, Natural Resources. Cassidy Ann McGahee, Natural Resources. Natalie Sage Michaels, Civil Engineering. Taylor Ray Nelson, Natural Resources. Mondira Ponta, Natural Resources. Joseph Matthew Wilkinson Pratt, Accountancy. Josh S. Reed, Natural Resources. Rebecca Elizabeth Cermino, Family and Consumer Sciences. Marinda Rose Stanton, Biology. Caitlin Malley Strickfadden, Natural Resources. Zachary Thomas Summerford, Electrical Engineering. Jade Dawn Williams, Civil Engineering. Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences will be greeted by Associate Dean Matt Domett. Carl Daniel Hart. Cassidy Jade Bell. Bridget Megan Black. Nathaniel John Clements. Mohammed Rahat Hassan. Rebecca Nicole Collins. Nicole Elizabeth Cousins. Kendra Marie Duclos, cum laude. Faith Marie Fishburne. Emma Beatrice Gallagher. Abigail Rose Gregory. Sarah Elizabeth Hale. Carissa Brooke Huntsman, cum laude. Ashley Christine Jaliff. Ashley Lene Kirby. Sydney Marie Plum. Zane Devon Moser. Austin Eben Pope. Cecilia Olivia Vibrock. Bailey Virginia Jacobo Safransky. Cable Jet Ricker. Sage Marie Stampfley. McKenna Marion Patrice Hertz. Haley Ann Stewart. Samantha Marie Short. Brady Hamilton Stout. Andrew P. Walker. Sadie Isabel Miller. Carrie Ann Wilson. Cheyenne Rose Wing. Abigail Anna Zurcher. Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Business and Economics will be greeted by Interim Dean Darrell Woolley. Haley Peterson, cum laude. Cole Nicholas Altenetter. Tavis Nicole Bader. Catherine Renee Boardman. Krista Grace Briner. Ethan Andrew Case, cum laude. Rachel Irene Cassiano. Saeed Chikali. Isabel O. Conover, magna cum laude. Grace Catherine Hannigan, summa cum laude. Paxton Georgie Goodman. Maxwell Gail Dahlquist. Brady J. Ernest. Ethan Mitchell Graves, cum laude. Brian Jesus Guadrama. Daniel Guevara. Cody Wesley Solly. Casey Ann Guy, magna cum laude. Cullen Michael Harvey. Ashley Nicole Hernandez. Autumn R. Jager. Colby Dennis Kennedy, magna cum laude. Alessandra Kailani Kriz. Ryan Johannes Lon. Robert Orr Lesnevsky. Connor Ray Lyric. Jacob Jose Malagon. Shashelle Angela Manbeck. Morgan Haley McCall. Joseph James Mitzel, cum laude. Braden Scott Ackerman. Jack Andrew Pockner. Maxwell Xander Pattenud. Miguel Angel Payan. Jack Ryan Plaster. Veronica Reddy. Kayla Nicole Shockey. Connor Ireland Strahan, magna cum laude. Casey Lynn Terwilliger. Adam Wallace.
Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Engineering will be greeted by Dean Susanna Long. Hayden Walkinen. Andrew Bordy. Ethan Eugene Collins. Shauna Lee Connery. Zachary Tyler Furrow. Troy Richard Haynes. Brian George Johnson. Logan Scott Lee. Nathan Lamar Maller. Jared Ryan McDaniel. Benjamin Jean McMurtry. Christopher McVicker. Adrian Mendez Mejia. Jose Ivan Mendoza. Luther Martin Michaels, cum laude. Mac James Roman Miser. Matthew Morrison. Tyler O'Toole. Kevin Jonathan Sykes. Heath Allen Thompson. Vassal. Nathan George Vassal. Parker James Weisel. Justin Wick. Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Natural Resources will be greeted by Dean Dennis Becker. Phoenix Aguilar McFarlane. Clara Grace Applenop. Jared Brett Baltzer. Evan George Hamilton Blodgett. Lauren Grace Canto. Forrest Wells Carba. Brett Morgan Case. Catherine Conley. Maria Cristina Contreras. Avery Louise Costello. Rebecca Lynn Crow. Ellie Nicole Higgins. Mitchell Hunter Keys. Aldwin Keogh. Paige Luann Martin. Wyatt Jean Mersinger. James David Pierce. Kelsey Ann Roach. Aldair Cruz Rojas. Alexander James Selby. Christopher Allen Shaw. Drake Brett Van Buskirk. Phoebe Maria Wensbauer. Students graduating with a bachelor's degree in the College of Science will be greeted by Dean Ginger Carney. Anna Pauline Finley. Jesse Anderson. Samantha Ray Callos. Matthew Corda. Mariano Estrada II. Wyatt Everhart. Caleb John Fissler. Hunter Hawkins Stark. Suyuki Larian. Kaylee Marie Merritt. Brianna Bonnie Janine Murdoch. Rebecca Lynn Oliver. Paulo. Braden Glenn Paulo. Rey Emmanuel Ruiz Rios. How do you say your last name? George Semegis.
May I have all the graduates please stand? You are now graduates, so it's time to move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations. You may be seated. I'd like to ask our Dean of Students, Blaine Eccles, class of 2011, to come forward.
All right, good afternoon and congratulations, graduates. Founded in 1898, the University of Idaho Alumni Association is nearly as old as the institution. And I'd love to ask all of our alumni from the institution to please stand. Both on the platform and in the audience, everywhere, absolutely. Stand up and be proud, Vandals. Students, just so you know, you're now alumni too. And so congratulations, graduates. You're joining an elite group and a loyal group of individuals now numbering over 112,000 strong. They are living and working and making a difference in Idaho, nationally, and around the globe. And now you too are a part of the Vandal alumni family. Welcome, congratulations, and as always, go Vandals!
Thank you, Blaine. I want to recognize for a moment here Mary Kay McFadden. Mary Kay, where are you? There she is. She's standing up. She's a familiar face to so many of you. Mary Kay, this is her final commencement before she retires from her role as Vice President for University Advancement. Mary Kay, we wanted to let you know how much we all appreciate and love you and everything that you've done for the university. We're so grateful. So, and particularly for our students here. So again, thank you for all your years of service, Mary Kay. As we near the end of our commencement ceremony, I'd like to take a few moments to show our appreciation to the many, many individuals who made today possible. First, the Idaho Brass Quartet with John Anderson on piano, led by Assistant Professor and Director of Bands, Mark Thiel. Also to Caitlin Atchison and the Bandoliers for their musical performances, and a special thanks to our commencement readers, Lisa Salisbury and Mark Nielsen. The presentation of colors was made by a color guard comprised of cadets from Idaho's Army ROTC unit. And also thank you to our floor and college marshals for the leadership of Dr. Rula Awad Rafferty. Sorry, Rula. Yeah. This has been a long day. Marshal for our ceremony today. I've only done that about 1 million times, you know, without a mistake. But today, thank you to Jeremy Falk, our announcer and voice from above. Many others worked for several months to make this event special, and my gratitude to the committees, faculty, and staff who had the part in planning this ceremony. Let's give them a round of applause. Finally, I wish to acknowledge and commend the faculty. Will our faculty please stand? Our faculty please stand. It's been a tough couple of years and even more recently, and yet you provide the knowledge and mentorship to our students. You teach them, you advise them, you support our students and give them the tools they need to be successful in the workforce. And you are central to our land-grant mission of teaching, discovery, and service. Thank you for your dedication to our students and to the University of Idaho. Graduates, after the ceremony, please join your family and friends outside for photos, but please wait until the stage party has exited the seating area before you begin to recess. Finally, please join in a special University of Idaho tradition, the singing of our alma mater. The words are located in your program. Please stand.
And here we have Idaho, winning her way to fame. Silver and gold in the sunlight blaze, and romance is in her name. We'll go singing, singing of you, oh proudly too, all our lives through. We'll go singing, singing of you, alma mater, our
This concludes the 128th commencement of the University of Idaho. Parents and families, please meet your graduate outside for pictures. Thank you for attending, and go Vandals!
Idaho.